Yes.
Well, welcome back to CVPA. Tell us, what is your name? When did you graduate? And what are you doing now?
Hi, my name is Erica Costco, and I graduated from Suitland High School in the year of 2011. I currently attend University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and I'm a sophomore there and a violin performance major.
So, where did you go to middle school and how did you hear about CVPA?
I went to middle school at Thomas Pullen in Landover, and Thomas Pullen offered a music program there, a visual and performing arts program, and through that, we had some representatives from Suitland come to Thomas Pullen, and during my orchestra class, I heard a few musicians play a quartet, and I talked to Dr. Samandari, who is the head of the orchestra department, and he told me to audition, and I did.
So, you heard about the program, you went home, told your parents, and that was that? Or how did the decision for you to actually attend CVPA come about?
Well, after I heard about Suitland, I heard that a lot of students from Thomas Pullen typically go to Suitland to continue their career. So I decided that this should be something I actually look into. And in doing so, I decided to apply. And I've been happy with my decision.
Well, we're happy that you decided to come here as well. So, so then you come to Suitland High School, and it's a big school. You have longer school hours.
Right.
Talk to me about your development over the last 4 years within the CVPA program and at Suitland High School, both academically and artistically.
Well, because I was part of the visual and performing arts program here, I had an extra hour and a half at the end of every day. And because I was accepted into the program, I wasn't going to the school in my school zone. So school started at 8 a.m. and ended at 4:40 for me, meaning I had to wake up at 6 a.m. and I got home around 5:30 p.m. And these extended hours were very difficult to cope with, but in the long run, which I can now appreciate, it helped me a lot as a musician to stay focused.
So, what classes did you take? I know you had to take approximately 15 to 18 music credits. What else did you choose to do within your academic choices?
Well, with academics, I decided to take 4 AP courses, 2 in the math and 2 in the English. And then on the music side, I decided to take 1 AP course in music theory, and I took an IB course in music history.
So now you've taken rigorous courses, you have an awesome body of work, and you have, what were your grades like?
I had mostly straight A's. I decided after freshman year that straight A's is something I really wanted to get. My freshman year, I got A's and B's, no C's. So, just want to put that in there.
Just want to be clear. So you have great grades, awesome grades. You have a good body of work, and then you have a really rigorous academic course load. What does that add up to, and how did that turn itself into the college choices you ended up having? Talk to me about the application process.
Well, being in 5 AP courses, that's 5 college level courses on top of being a musician. So that just meant always practicing, and when I'm not practicing, doing my work, and when I'm not doing my work, practicing, and maybe sleep, but
Maybe.
maybe. Sleep is good. But I had to train myself to be dedicated and focused. And in doing so, this really helped me in college, because college is all about time management. And because I developed that so young, I was already used to working hard and multitasking and putting in 110% in everything that I did.
So what schools did you get accepted to?
Well, I applied for 10 colleges, and of those 10, I was accepted into Stevenson University, Shenandoah University, University of Maryland College Park, University of Maryland Baltimore County, and Boston Conservatory.
Oh,
I think
good
that's all I
choices.
remember.
So, why did you choose University of Maryland, Baltimore County?
I chose UMBC because they had a program similar to the Visual and Performing Arts program here at Suitland. It's called the Linehan Scholars, and they house dancers and artists and theater majors and musicians, and it was just kind of a collegiate program that was already one that I was familiar with because of Suitland.
So you're a sophomore, yes?
Yes.
What's your final destination? Like, what is your goal at the end of this?
Well, after going probably for maybe a good 6 more years of college,
Why 6?
well, I'm working on my undergraduate right now, and then I have to get my master's in grad school, and then more than likely I'll get a PhD in music. And as a violinist, it's very competitive, so I'm still practicing all the time.
Well, you have a plan. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so that's the music. So that's the school part. What happens after
Right.
school is over?
After school, I want to be an orchestral musician, preferably for the National Symphony or the Boston Philharmonic. So they're pretty high-level orchestras, but I have, I keep my eyes on the prize. Hopefully, I will be good enough for those orchestras.
Practiced enough.
Practice enough, yep.
So what? So let's say that there's a seventh, eighth, ninth grade student sitting somewhere in the audience, looking at you and thinking, "Well, I want to do that too. How do I get to that point?" What advice do you have for someone of that age who is looking to do what you're doing and to go where you're going?
Well, my number one piece of advice, is to practice. Don't stop practicing. If you think you've practiced enough, then you've probably gotten a good 10% of the practicing that you need to get done. And to stay encouraged, and don't give up, and don't listen to what anybody else has to say. If this is your passion, and if it's what you want to do for the rest of your life, you have to stay dedicated and focused.
You think that would you say that a student who practices can do it on their own, or what do you recommend they do?
You have to humble yourself enough to know when you need help. So don't be afraid to go to any of the professors here. The teachers here love to help you, and they are great resources because they know the music world. And you can collaborate with other students here as well. There are plenty of upperclassmen, like my freshman year. I talked to so many seniors, and they helped me so much, like already think about colleges that I should attend and that I should look into.
Well, Erica, thank you so much for sharing your story. I think that it's inspirational, to say the least, and I hope that it'll be helpful to a young musician who's trying to figure out how to find their way. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything, although I don't think you'll need it because you practice.
Yep.
All right.